Hello, welcome. So I'm going to go over, well, I'm not going to. I'm going to refer you to a video, a link that goes over the already not yet. If you go to the description below, there should be Google Drive link to this PDF that you see here. And as usual, you certainly have my permission to download as well. You can bring your cursor to the upper right-hand corner. So this PDF you see here is sort of a central hub to many other PDFs. So you have a whole bunch of links all on the left that brings you other PDFs and videos, websites, and whatnot. So, the already not yet apply to our spiritual mother. Galatians 4, I'll try to zoom in here, which was from 30 AD to 73 AD. So here are the links to this video that I'd like you to watch when you get a chance. But um, what happens is, particularly the futurists, and I used to be one myself, all right, so I used to be guilty of this as well, guilty of charge. Um, what the futurists do is they take the passages that have to do with our spiritual mother in Galatians chapter 4, verse 31, and they, without realizing, they're pushing it aside and make about me, myself, and I, all right? In the same token, they're taking the prophecies that had to do with them and making our Father, through Jesus Christ, appear to be a false prophet. Having said that, what kind of a child of God does that make the person? If you're pushing your mom aside and you're making dad look like a false prophet, or father, if you will, it anyway, having said that, if we go to Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 15 to 22, the Lord your God will raise up for you a prophet like me from among you, from your countrymen, and you shall listen to him. This is according to all that you ask the Lord your God in Horeb on the day of the assembly, saying, let me not hear again the voice of the Lord my God. Let me not see this great fire anymore, I will die. The Lord said to me, they have spoken well. I will raise up a prophet from among their countrymen like you, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak to them all that I command him. It shall come about that whoever will not listen to my words, which he shall speak in my name, I myself require of him. But the prophet who speaks a word presumptuously in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or which he speaks in the name of God, that prophet shall die. You may say in your heart, how will we know the word which the Lord has not spoken? When a prophet speaks in the name of the Lord, if the thing does not come about or come true, that is the thing which the Lord has not spoken. The prophet has spoken presumptuously. You should not be afraid of him. So if for example, I say to you, hey, you're going to win the lottery in 10 days, and it does not come past in that time frame, that makes me a false prophet. So the New Testament is riddled with time indicators and time frame throughout. And Jesus gave a whole bunch. John gave a bunch. There allusion to the temple by Paul. So the temple is destroyed and it does not happen. That makes him a false prophet. Blah blah blah. And this is a topic where it requires, it's an exhaustive study. And unfortunately, too many are immature in this topic and go around teaching it, and that's why it's no surprise 99% what we hear is false. So when an atheist or a Muslim, they look at Christianity and your God's obviously a false prophet. And if they look at this, they're like, well, according to your God's law, he's required to die. All right, you see the dilemma? And so it's a topic where if you're not qualified to teach it, you shouldn't be teaching it. I can't tell you the number of people that make books on this subject that have no business teaching it at all. And yeah, they're making a few bucks on it, but that's fine. Nothing wrong with making some money off of it. But speaking of that, I'm not making any money off this channel at all. Okay, I don't have a connected account, so I'm not making a dime or penny off of this. All right, just an FYI. But anyway, yeah, and I look at their book, I'm like, oh my gosh, poison, poison, poison. So anyway, so you click on this, the already not yet video link. Now notice it goes from 30 AD to 73 AD. The last day is September 24th. This is when the church reach full maturity on this day. This is the last day, September 24th, 73 AD. All right. So unfortunately, in this video, the gentleman he doesn't use the software putting all this together at the time with the calendars whatnot, but he I tried to understand the concepts. So he basically states from 30 to 70 AD. 70 AD is really the consummation of the Old Covenant order, the destruction of the temple. It's not the full maturity of the church. But putting that aside, I love for you to listen what he has to say. It's something you can do on your own time. But his name is Zach Davis, so he does a great job explaining it already. Not yet. Kudos to him. But again, I don't think he uses any software to really put this all together. And I would imagine someday he'll realize, oh yeah, the church not become fully mature in 70 AD. It happened a little bit later, and hopefully he'll come to the same date that I do. Maybe it took a lot of effort to reach that date on my end, including using the software, putting it all together. So you can imagine somebody who doesn't have any form of software trying to put together. There's so many parts and pieces to all this. It's like putting together a 50,000 piece jigsaw puzzle. I mean, there's so many parts and pieces. But he does a great job going over it, and I love for you to watch it. So if you don't feel comfortable clicking on that link that I provided, you just go to Zach Davis channel and maybe do search already, whatever. Yeah, so I encourage you to watch that. So he does a great job otherwise. Alrighty, so having said that, I hope you continue to enjoy your studies, and thank you, and you have an awesome day.